So with doing that and kind of incorporating Lux Solutions and stuff like that, I know you've dialed back a little bit at the with the nurse practitioner side of things. When's that moment that you knew that you should shift a lot more focus towards Lux?
Um, I, honestly, it started with a shift more towards Mary Kay. So again, always being working for someone else, having this career, I you just kind of feel like you have to deal with things.
Sure.
You have to settle for things. And to some extent, yeah, if you're working for someone else, it's their company, it's their time.
Right.
You're trading your time for money. And so they set all the rules and you have to follow the rules.
Right.
And what I was finding is that I was working really, really hard as a nurse practitioner. I was training, like I was just, I don't want to say just, but I'm a nurse practitioner, right? That is
Sure.
my role. I wasn't a manager, I wasn't a director, but I was doing that level of work. So I'm training other nurse practitioners. I'm writing policies, I'm writing contracts. I'm going out and doing marketing calls as
Right.
a nurse
Right.
practitioner, going out and doing marketing calls for a company.
Yeah.
And at my review, I got a really great review.
Sure.
And then they're like, yeah, and your raise is 3%.
Yeah. Right.
And I was like, you got to be kidding me. Like 3%? That's not even like the cost of living.
Right.
And my boss said, well, you can argue for more. And it was like in that moment, the light bulb went off where I was like, I should not have to argue. Like, if you appreciate me and the value that I'm bringing to this company, I should not have to argue
Yeah.
for more. And at that time, Mary Kay was seriously, seriously part time. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
like if I did an event or if I had a facial, if I talked to
Right.
someone, I did. It wasn't like a priority.
Mm-hmm.
And in that, like literally in that meeting, I thought to myself, you know what? If I worked as hard for myself as I've been working for other people, I could probably be just as successful, if not more.
Yep.
And that's when I shifted more into treating Mary Kay like a business and
Right.
not like you know, a hobby,
Right.
if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Um, and then with that and focusing on building a business, scaling a business, that's when I shifted more and was able to birth Lux Solutions.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really when the shift
Yeah.
happened for me.
That's cool that you actually knew that turning point